the business of the day. So my first question is, how does it feel like, to be celebrated worldwide? I mean worldwide, because your achievement is not just felt in Nigeria. Like, to be sincere with you, even people all over the world, like, they know that there's some, when I posted your flyer on my status, some of my friends outside were like, oh, is this that guy that finished with a 5.0 CGP and all that? So people know you all over the world. Like, you're not just celebrated in Nigeria, like, you're celebrated all over the world. So how does it feel, to be celebrated worldwide as a first class graduate and someone that was awarded such a noble this thing?
I think it's something in the right direction actually, like a step in the right direction, especially technically in a country like Nigeria, in which this wrong statement has been going around, which is education is a scam. It's actually now, and which is so wrong because most of the great men, across the world and generally have been shown to have at least a bachelor's degree. This tells you education not just gives you grades, you build skills in you, it builds capacity in you that actually makes you achieve great things. So education in itself is not a scam. Like the process of education in itself is not a scam of what a lot of people say. And seeing such thing being celebrated actually gave me not just for me, because as much as a lot of people see it for me, it's like for almost every person that achieved educational success, as long as I've been seeing so far, I've actually been celebrated. And it shows that this tells us that we are moving in the right step direction. And it's something that gives me joy because one thing we know is that tertiary education, according to the World Bank, shows us something. It's like for a country to actually develop, tertiary education is one of the prerequisites because it builds up skills in people that could actually help them drive the nation forward. So it actually shows us that as long as we're encouraging education in the country, we're encouraging more people to actually see that education has the potential to not just make you a local champion, but also bring you to the global stages where you can compete with the best of the best
Yeah.
and drive this nation among kids, among young ones to see that if they can take their education seriously, they can move across the ranks and become the best version of themselves. So it
Yeah,
actually gives
absolutely.
me more joy, not just for myself, but also generally that we are moving in the right direction as a country.
All right, that's actually nice. The fact is, education is not a scam. It's that is like it's a maxim that people actually get wrong. So it all depends on what you as a person is able to do with the education and the knowledge you've acquired, which is like, a very important factor everybody should take note of. So my next question is, can you take us through your journey, your academic journey? Have you always been the smart kid, like, right from childhood? Have you always been that smart kid? And would you consider yourself a nerd? Would you consider yourself someone that is just, focused on just studies, morning, afternoon, nights, you're just on your book? Like, will you call yourself a nerd? So just take us through your, like, academic journey from how you started to how you were able to graduate with a 5.0 CGPA.
One thing I'll start with is I won't say I was like the brilliant or the most brilliant of kids right from secondary school. I was the kind of kid in which you see the report card and what you hear is intelligent but too playful. Like I was playing a lot. I wasn't really taking academics seriously. Eventually, I'll come out top three of the classes. So we were just 10 in class. But like I would always drive out. I would say academic excellence is something that starts from the mind. And it's propelled from the mind to the extent that it now brings in the works that you put in. And how would I say this? Because a year before I gained admission into the university, I grew up in Mushin, like I said, and Mushin was not like a place that you hear a lot of academic excellence stories. In fact, growing up, most of us, the way we feel like you could make a lot of success was either through music or through fraud or through something that is not really education per se. We just took it as, oh, we have to be educated, but we never knew the major reason why. But a year before I gained admission into university, someone from my community, his name was Bosun Roylange, he graduated as the overall best graduating student from the University of Lagos for his time. And it propelled something in me. I was like, if someone from my community, because I know Unilag to bring in the best of the